Hey guys, this video is going to talk about trust, okay? Because as survivors of narcissistic abuse, it's really important to examine your ideals and concepts of trust to make sure that you have a healthy ideal of what trust is and what it looks like, when you should give someone any type of trust and when you shouldn't, how much should you be giving, all right? Because we want to make sure that our perceptions and thoughts on trust are in alignment with what will serve us best in this world, and that's appropriate to the type of world that we live in as well, okay? So let's talk about it. I've sprinkled my thoughts about trust in many videos here and there for those of you that listen to me. But, let's talk about the things that I've said many a times, because this is the video to just bring that all home, okay? You trust nobody completely. You just don't. I mean, there can be certain levels of trust that you can extend upon someone that is adequate for what your dealings are. Like, oh, I'm going to this restaurant, I'm going to trust these people to cook my food in a certain sense. But you best believe I'm still looking at my food and examining it before I eat it. I'm going to trust this mechanic to fix my car, but I know that some mechanics are shady, and I do want to know exactly what you're doing, and I'll probably stay at the shop if that's the situation that I can do that. Yeah, so I extend to people what's appropriate. Okay, so that's number one. So is it appropriate to meet someone and trust everything that they're saying right off the bat? Is that appropriate? We meet this narcissist, they start love bombing us and telling you everything you want to hear, which, by the way, should be a red flag to you moving forward. Does it mean that the person isn't being sincere? Not always, but more than not, it does. So I would just keep my eyes closely on that person and pay attention to what they're doing as opposed to what they're saying. Because often when people are just telling you what you want to hear, they'll be doing something that doesn't quite align with what they're saying. They'll be doing things to validate that, okay? And like I said, doing, okay? So meeting someone and all this love at first sight and all this stuff and just trusting it. I deserve it. I'm going to trust this process. No. That's called throwing caution to the wind. And that can set you up to be largely devastated. And whirlwind, quote unquote, romances that flop just as quickly as they take off the ground. Okay? So, when you are just meeting someone that is a complete stranger to you, there's no trust there. I don't care how nice they are. I don't care how perfect they are. And I don't care how much they remind you of yourself. I don't care how normal, quote unquote, they seem. There's no trust. There's no trust. Is trusting people prematurely or trusting people at all that comes back to bite us in the butt. We certainly trusted that narcissist when we shouldn't have. And most of you probably jumped into a relationship with a narcissist without really getting to know them, because they just seduced you. They threw that seduction on you so nice and tight that you just threw all your caution to the wind because your flesh was feeling good, but your logic left the scene of the crime at that point. Okay? So trust, who do I trust? I trust me. I trust me and I trust God. That's who I trust in this world. Even if I love someone, even if I care about someone a lot, no, I don't trust, because people are sinners. People are imperfect. And you'll be surprised when it come down between you and them, or if It's something that they want, and they want to manipulate the situation, and it could be your own sister, your own mother, because some people trust titles. Oh, this is my mother. This is my father. This is my brother. So that's automatic trust that they're extending to these people because of their titles. Oh, this is a police officer. Well, we've seen how crooked they can be. You know what I'm saying? So we had to really cleanse out, because we've been programmed since children, like trust. No, police are here to help us. All of them. Oh, no, no, no. That is not the case. Because what's behind the uniform and the badge? Another imperfect person with their battles and demons and their ups and downs and their life experiences and their hurts and brokenness. Okay? So I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody. I don't have it. I'm my own best friend. God's my best friend. I don't have no best friends. That's child's play. People, when I was a child, I had one. I don't have no best friend. How many friends do I even really have? I don't know. I mean, may have people that are more than associates to me, but I don't trust anybody. I don't. And you might say, oh, that's a horrible way to live, or blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. That doesn't mean that I can't enjoy someone's company. That doesn't mean that someone can't be more than an acquaintance to me. That doesn't mean that, I can't have intimacy with someone or bring them into my personal circle as far as I want them to go. That doesn't mean that there aren't people that I haven't been really fond of for over the years and that I have a level of comfort with, that I would allow them to be around my kids or something. It doesn't mean that, but trusting someone 100%? No, I don't trust anybody 100%. Even if I got remarried, I wouldn't trust my husband 100%. Oh, my husband would never cheat on me. He would never do this and that. No, I would not put those things past him. I would like to have hope that the chances are more that he wouldn't than he would. But would I put my life on that? Of course. I'd probably be dead real quick. Okay? Knowing the nature of most men and the imperfectness of people. Okay? So I'm going to be married to this man for 50 years, and he definitely ain't going to never do nothing that would be disrespectful or offensive towards our relationship. I'm going to just go out on a limb and just trust that. No, I'm not. Those are the women that get blindsided and ate up in life. And then there's the other woman who knows that he probably will do that and have already thought about it ahead of time and will weigh her pros and cons. He pays all my bills, and I didn't really marry him for perfection. I married him for this. I think I'll stay in my marriage. Or a woman that did marry him for perfection. Oh, I'm divorcing you over this infidelity, and now her whole life is turned upside down, and she's fighting him in court to get money, and all her stuff is out of whack because she just ran off of her emotions, and she didn't really plan things out and do things in a strategic type of way, and now she's on the bottom somewhere. But she did what her emotions felt was right, because she married him for perfection. So, trust, we just really have to examine that. Just because somebody does a few nice things to you, that doesn't warrant your trust. That does not warrant your trust. Doesn't warrant your trust. Just because something feels good does not warrant your trust either. We have to start bringing our logic into the picture so that we don't keep getting caught up in these situations. And people are exploiting us. Trust. Who are you trusting with your most private, intimate details? Who are you trusting? It's a difference between me trusting somebody with stuff that I've written about in my books. Okay, well, everybody has access to that. It means that I'm so far healed from it that it's nothing that you could do to exploit me on it, But we don't have to, you shouldn't be trusting people with your next moves, with all this stuff. People don't mean you well, even the ones that you think. And that narcissist, you just told all your business to a narcissist and they're going to be doing everything they can do to counter it, okay? Or sabotage you. Or just someone that's jealous and hating on you that don't want to see you winning in life. And it could be what you think is your best friend, your best sister. Oh, she don't want you to have a man because she don't have one. Or your boy who try to smash your girl because you leaving her around him and trusting that nothing is going to develop, and he been flirting with her behind your back, and now boom, now she with him. You trusted it. You brought your cousin into your house because she didn't have nowhere to go, and now she's sleeping with your husband. You trusted her and him. So, we trust, we trust titles. We trust, an instant, those first impressions. We trust in things too much. And even if somebody's showing and proving, there's not near one human being on this earth that I'm going to give my full, complete, 100% trust in. Because I know the darker side of human nature. I know the imperfect side of it. Where some people were just in la la land and in a perfect world, yes, but this ain't no perfect world. So we have to leave room for fault. We have to leave room for error, because human error happens every day, all day. Okay, even within ourselves, because I'm not perfect either. But we have to just learn how to look at trust in another way. You don't trust nobody. That is my advice to you. You trust nobody. You can like people. You can still love them without giving them all your trust. God says, put your trust in me, not man. He clearly told, that's what he even said. He knew it. He knew it. You think he really trusted the disciples 100%? He knew what they was all going to do, but it was all a part of the plan for the greater good. So he let that process work itself out. But you don't think he knew that stuff ahead of time? God knows the beginning to the end and the end to the beginning. He knows it all. And even he advised us, you don't put your trust in man. Man will let you down every time. What does he mean by that? People will let you down in life. You get your hopes up on a person. I put my trust in God. I bring my issues to God. I bring whatever brokenness to him. Okay? Now God can work through people, and you'll know if you have that connection with God, if that's the case. I'm not saying he can't use people. But, they're going to help you through that situation. Does that automatically mean you got to trust them in every way in all parts of your life? No. So we have to really, just because you've seen somebody a million times, just because they've been consistent for 5 years, that doesn't warrant your trust. You trust nobody 100%. Yes, you should have a level of suspicion. You should be careful. You should be protecting yourself. Okay? Because if not, you're just opening yourself up to predators left and right. And you will be getting taken advantage of and conned over and over in life. Because you're just too trusting. All right? So we're going to talk more about this trust topic. But I just wanted to begin that discussion with you guys. And hopefully, it helps someone. Trust nobody. Trust nobody. Does that mean that you have to be evil and mean and think the worst of everybody off the bat? Or no, it just means that you're protecting yourself. Your brain is open. You're seeing angles. You're considering all options. And you're acknowledging that people are imperfect. You can still have meaningful relationships, but people, for me, they go where I put them. They're in the categories that I put them in my life, and that's what it is. But nobody has 100% of my trust, not even my own children, and I love them dearly. That has nothing to do with the other. Love doesn't mean you trust in somebody to the point where it exploits yourself. I'm going to have to make a video about love, too. All right? But, I hope this helps someone. If it resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you get notified. I do offer coaching, guys, via the phone, email, or Skype. Okay. I have books on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Help you in your healing process and your rediscovering yourself and getting balanced again. And right now until midnight tonight, I do have a Name Your Price going on with either an email coaching or a 45-minute phone call. So you just PayPal me your Name Your Price. For those of you who may be struggling financially, I know that the narcissists, they usually financially devastate you off the rip. Some of you might be going through legal situations. So here's an opportunity, a little window for you to get a discount on a high quality service, actually. So I'm not going to be doing this too often, but here's an opportunity for you to take advantage of if you would like. If not, tomorrow and until I decide or feel moved to do it again, the prices will be full price again. Okay. All right. So I'll say I never gave you nothing. Because I certainly try to make it affordable for everybody. And that's why I'm doing this. All right. I do a monthly free coaching session. So if you want to be considered for that, send an email to CoachLakia@gmail.com. And in the subject, put free monthly coaching. So I'll know that you want to be one of the people that's considered for that. The month of May is already picked, and I'm deciding on the month of June, so it's not too late to send me an email if you want to be considered for the month of June, which is right around the corner. All right, guys. So until next time, take care. Stop trusting people. People are not perfect. All right. All right. Take care.